Hey everybody, this is Dave with Growing the Home Garden. Today I am showing you a black and blue salvia, which is botanically known as Salvia guarunitica, and it is just a really pretty salvia. You notice there it's got kind of the flowers that have those tubes in them. It's great for hummingbirds. They really seem to enjoy it. It's black and blue because the flowers look blue and then the stems tend to look black. So pretty simple explanation there. Now this particular salvia is not a bunching salvia. It spreads through its roots and its rhizomes, so it can actually colonize an area pretty quickly. And if you notice here, it has really taken over this spot here. I recommend when planting it that you keep in mind the area that you want it to cover, and then you keep it confined. You don't want to let it get this big unless you have a really large area you want to cover, maybe a natural area that you just really don't have another thing for, because it will take over, it will spread. It's pretty and it's very easy to propagate through either cuttings or you can dig up and divide it. Those are the two main methods for it. Either way will work out very well, but you need to be careful about how much space you give it, because it will take over and push out other plants that are around it. There were some other things in here that I had that were pretty neat at one time. There were some daylilies in this bed. There were some other things, but I kind of let this thing go and it has just really evolved into this giant mass of salvia. So it's something though that I can go in, I can divide, I can remove, I can give away to friends, I can do all kinds of stuff with it. It really blooms kind of in the early summer, and if you deadhead it will continue to bloom some. But let me pull you down here so you can see this. See those stones down there were the border I had around this garden bed, and it has just kind of grown up in through those areas here. So I don't feel bad at all when I just try to pull it out, but sometimes it breaks. Yep, and it breaks again. That's how it goes. Probably need to get out here with a shovel and do a real digging of this area. But it's a really cool plant to have around. Be sure that you want to plant it in the spot, and don't feel bad if you have to go through and cut it down or, prune it back or dig it up, or heck, even get rid of it. It's okay to get rid of plants that are not doing what you need them to do in your garden. A lot of gardening is just experimenting and see what you like and what you enjoy and what grows well in your garden. And there's nothing wrong with pulling something out that didn't do well. There's no reason to keep it around if it's not the ideal thing. So I am going to eventually get in here, dig up a whole lot of this. I will probably leave a smaller space for it, and I may even just transplant it and move it to another location entirely. Hadn't quite decided yet, but this is salvia, black and blue salvia. It is a really gorgeous plant. I do like it. I would keep it in my garden. I would add it to my garden if you have the right spot for it. It's a full sun plant. Right now, I don't know if you can see, I'll pan up, but we've got a bunch of trees coming over here on, I guess this is the eastern side of our lot. And then if we come over here, I've got this witch hazel, which is shading as well. And then over there is a Shasta viburnum. So this particular location is really getting a lot of shade right now. And this probably needs to be completely moved into a sunnier location. I do have plans to cut back the Shasta viburnum because it is huge. It really needs to be about half that size. And I can prune back the witch hazel a little bit to let more light in, but there's really no reason to do all that when I really just need to move this plant. So that's a little bit about salvia black and blue. I hope you enjoyed this little short video. If you did, please like this video, and I'd love to have you subscribe to more Growing the Home Garden. And thanks for watching.